Hello everybody and welcome to another session of Maths with Mr. Luke. Are you all sitting beautifully ready to learn? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you. Looking, listening, thinking and concentrating. I can see you are all sat beautifully, so I shall begin. So let's start today with our maths warm-up. Now for our maths warm-up, you're going to need your whiteboards, your pens and your rubbers. If you haven't got those things, you're going to need to have a piece of paper and a pencil. Okay, if you're not ready now, pause the video and come back when you are. Right, I can see you are all ready now to do your maths. So let's have a look at the first question. Our first question says, 10 add equals 12. 10 add equals 12. Now, yesterday we did similar questions to this where we are counting on to find out how many it takes until we get to 12. So start at 10 and draw your circles until you get to 12 and then you will have your answer. Have a go. Don't worry if you find it difficult. Come back afterwards and we will do it together, okay? So pause the video now and have a go on your own and then we will do it together. Okay, I can see so many of you have now had a go. So our question is 10 add something equals 12. 10 add something equals 12. So we need to start with 10 and we need to count on until we get to 12. So let's do that together. 10, 11, 12. So we started at 10 and we counted on until we got to 12. How many circles do I have? Well, I have 1, 2. So we know that 10 add 2 equals 12. 10 add 2 equals 12. Well done. Let's have a look at the next question. 10 add something equals 14. 10 add equals 14. So 10 add something equals 14. Start at 10 and count on until you get to 14. Okay, pause the video and come back when you have your answer. Right, I can see so many of you have been working hard to get your answer. So 10 add something equals 14. 10 add something equals 14. So we're going to count on from 10 until we get to 14. Try and do it with me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got to 14, so we stop and then we just count our circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 10 add 4 equals 14. 10 add 4 equals 14. What super maths. Let's have a look at the next one. Our next question is 10 add equals 16. 10 add equals 16. See if you can have a good go at working this one out for yourself. Pause the video and come back when you have an answer. Okay, I can see you all have your answers now. 10 add something equals 16, so we need to start at 10 and count on until we get to 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we've counted on until we've got to 16 and now we have to count how many circles we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can put our answer 6 up here. 10 add 6 equals 16. 10 add 6 equals 16. Well done, everybody. Okay, and here is another one. 10 add equals 18. 10 add equals 18. Ooh, let's see if you can have a go at doing this one on your own. Pause the video and come back when you have an answer. Okay, so our question is 10 add something equals 18. 10 add something equals 18. So we're going to start at 10 and we're going to count on until we get to 18. So let's have a go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We've got 18, so we stop. Now let's count how many circles we've got all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer is 8. 10 add 8 equals 18. Super maths, everybody. If you found any of that difficult, go back and have another go. Practice makes perfect. Now, today we are going to be looking at something a little bit different. Today we are going to be looking at 2D shapes. 2D shapes. Now, we looked at 2D shapes before, and we said that 2D shapes are flat shapes. They're flat shapes. They don't pop out of the page at you. No, no, no. They are flat. Now, let's just have a look at some of the language that we can use to talk about 2D shapes. Now, here, this one says curved. Curved means it's bendy. It's not straight. So here's a curved line. It's bendy, like the edge of a circle. It's curved. Oh, this one says longer. So when we talk about longer, we're talking about length, aren't we? Longer. Here, this one says sides. And we say sides are the straight parts that go around the edge of a shape. The straight lines that go around the edge of a shape. This one says equal. Equal means all the same, so all the sides are the same. Well, this says 2D. We've talked about that already. It's a flat shape. Oh, we've had longer, but now we're having shorter. We've had longer and shorter. This says straight, something very, very straight, not bendy, straight, not floppy, straight. Okay, so this is straight. Here we have corner. And corner are the pointy bits on shapes. We've talked about those. The corners are the pointy bits on shapes. And here we have length. Length. Length is how long or how short something is. So that's all the language that we use to talk about shapes. And you know most of that because you are maths geniuses. So let's quickly have a look at some of these shapes. The first one is a circle. Now, how many sides does a circle have? Well, it has this one big side that goes all the way around it. The one big side goes all the way around it. How many corners does it have? Well, there's no pointy bits there, so it doesn't have any corners. So we can say it has one side and no corners, 0 corners. Let's have a look at the next shape. Now we've got a triangle. A triangle. How many sides does a triangle have? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. It has 3 sides. Let's write that down. 3 sides. Our triangle has 3 sides. How many corners? How many corners? Corners are the pointy bits. Well, let's count those. 1, 2, 3. So a triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. Well done, you're remembering these shapes really well. The next shape is a square. It's a square. Now, how many sides does a square have? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 sides, 4 straight sides on a square. So let's write 4 here. 4 straight sides. How many corners? Let's count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. What makes a square special is that all the sides are the same. All the sides are the same. And the last shape we are going to have a look at is a rectangle. A rectangle. Now, how many sides does a rectangle have? 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 sides, so we're going to write that down. It has 4 sides. How many corners? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. So we've got 4 sides and 4 corners, but a rectangle is different to a square. It's different because in a square, all the sides are the same, but in a rectangle, they're not all the same. 2 sides are very long and 2 sides are very short. We have 2 long sides and 2 short sides. 2 long sides and 2 short sides. So that's what makes a rectangle different to a square. Now this week we have been looking at repeating patterns. Let's just recap repeating patterns. Now I've got 2 repeating patterns here and we are going to guess what comes at the end, and I know we can do this. So we've got blue square, red circle, blue square, red circle, blue square, red circle. So we must have a blue square next. Now this pattern just has 2 shapes in it. It has a square and a circle. Let's make it a little bit difficult by having 3 shapes in our repeating pattern. Triangle, rectangle, circle. Triangle, rectangle, circle. Triangle, rectangle must be the next one. So that's how we continue our repeating pattern. We must say it to ourselves and then think about what comes next. Now this time I have given you the beginning of repeating patterns and you have to finish them off. So here we've got triangle, square. So we have to continue that repeating pattern. Let's have a go at doing that together. So we've got triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, and square. That's how we've done it. Triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square. That is our repeating pattern. Super. Now I think I can make it a little bit trickier. Ooh, this time we've got 3 different things in our repeating pattern. Let's have a look at this one. Big square, little square, triangle. Ooh, we have to repeat that lots of times. Say it with me. Big square, little square, triangle. Big square, little square, triangle. Big square, little square, triangle, big square. Let's see if we can draw this repeating pattern together. So we've got big square, little square, triangle. Then we need big square, little square, triangle. Then we need big square, little square, triangle, big square. Well done, everybody. That was really good, but I think you can draw the shapes much better than me. So now let's have a look at what you're going to be doing for today's maths challenge. For today's challenge, the first activity is using those 2D shapes we've learnt about to make repeating patterns. So the first ones, this one and this one we've looked at together. You need to complete the repeating patterns. This one and this one are new, so you're going to have to think really carefully about these repeating patterns. You just have to fill in the shapes in the boxes afterwards to continue the repeating pattern. And then we've got a blank one here where you can do your own pattern using 2D shapes. So have a think. You can make it as easy or as tricky as you want to. This week also we are looking at a different team number every day. Now yesterday we had a look at 11 and today we are going to look at the number 12. Now this is something you should be able to do on your own and it's practicing your careful counting. I know you can do it because you are maths superstars. So good luck everybody with today's maths challenge and I look forward to seeing you later for your live teaching session with me. Bye bye.